How do you handle it if you're a kind person and you don't want to have other people be disappointed, but you want to be authentic too? This is Reid Mahalko from readaboutsex.com.
Cathy from the intimacydojo.com. And the airline lost my luggage, and all I had with me was my tux, so you're getting the tux treatment.
And we didn't want to disappoint you by not shooting videos.
Yeah, that's right. And you know what? We can class it up a little bit.
So I tend to be a very kind person. I was raised that you should never hurt anybody's feelings, even if you didn't know what those feelings were. So I spent most of my young adulthood like trying to tiptoe around guessing what other people wanted and
all
say
because
that.
Your parents couldn't handle disappointment.
Well, I think there is, I mean, some people are very, like, kindness is a high value for them. Mm-hmm. And I do. I try, like, if there's two ways to do something and one is kinder, I tend to want to go the kinder way. It's something that's important to me.
Yeah.
And because I think the world is pretty hard for a lot of people, and if I can add a little gentleness and caring, then I want to do that.
But that's you can still be gentle and caring and let people have their disappointment. Right.
No, that's it. Yes, there are two different things, but I was not taught that until I was in my 40s. Mm-hmm. Like I, a late bloomer, I guess, with that. But I thought
a lot of us are like that.
Like
most of us are trying to undo bad role modeling and advice we got when we were kids or got from culture anyway.
Yeah, and our parents were my parents were doing the best they knew how on this, but it was we didn't disappointing people. Like I would go out on dates because I didn't want to say no and spend the whole evening trying to like fend someone off or leaning over a park bench rather than using the words no when they were trying to grope me, and I'm like, that wasn't kind either. But in my mind, it was kinder to not say no because I couldn't handle their disappointment.
Sure. Or you thought that they couldn't handle their disappointment?
I think maybe it was a combination of both. To me, it was this amorphous thing like bad, don't go there. Everything will melt. The world will end as we know it.
Yeah. So the frame I would invite you all to consider is whenever you don't take care of yourself, and believe me, I've got like more than 6 fingers pointing back at me because I do this too. Whenever you don't take care of yourself or you go out of your way, like way out of your way to not hurt somebody's feelings, that's actually not kindness. That's you disempowering them. You think they can't handle the truth because they're not an adult. And just imagine if people were going out of their way for you and making things weird, because really what was going on is they don't think you're grown up enough to handle life. It's weird. And it's very subtle of a reframe, but it's like, oh wow, if I really care about this person or just believe in this person as a human being, why am I disempowering them?
Yeah.
Like, so the idea is inviting people to step up and just be human. And when you do that from a place of kindness and gentleness, like there's a lot of power there.
Yeah,
like,
the gentleness
for
I
everyone
think is key.
Well, but you grew up in New York State,
upstate, not the city.
I grew up in Manhattan. Gentleness to me, from a New Yorker perspective, maybe is just different.
Well, I mean, I've read the book Radical Honesty, and I got a lot from it. But to me, there's like people use radical honesty as like, you have blue eyes and you have a beard and you're an asshole and I don't like you. Like just like pulling everything out, and that's
Brad Blanton. If you're watching this, we love you.
Yes,
but you go a little extreme. I'm just going to tell you.
Yeah. But telling someone, hey, I really, like, you're a wonderful person, and to link it back to the video we just did, like, I'd be interested in casual sex with you, but I don't want to date you. You don't have to say it meanly. You don't have to say, you don't have to list, unless they ask, maybe, like, all the reasons, like, you wear a tux in the morning, you're just like...
You can be direct and be kind. People misunderstand directness. Yeah. They make direct mean abrasive. Yeah. Whereas, like, for me as a New Yorker... Like, you just being direct from a New Yorker perspective is being kind.
Yeah. It's affording respect and, I trust you to be able to handle this. And I think that sometimes when people do it very tentatively, and you've done this a few times to me, like, you're afraid that I won't like the answer, so you're, like, really tentative. And it actually lands harder than if you just said it matter-of-factly. Like, because I feel like there's something going on.
Yeah. And then again, the flip side is I can be direct, I can be not tentative, but I say my answer too quick, and people are like, Like it hits them the wrong way.
And we're human. We're all learning how to communicate.
So again, I have to temper my New Yorker-ness, and then be like, oh, hang on, let me think about the answer when I already know the answer, and be like, well, upon reflection, here's how I feel about
Versus
that.
No fucking way, you asshole.
Like, what the fuck? But that's New Yorker love language there.
So I think finding your own level, and everybody's has a different expression. Your unique expression. I tend to really like to be kind if I can. Like there's days I'm tired and it doesn't work, but my goal is to leave people feeling better about themselves and more cared about than when I started.
Yeah. Or another way, take the frame of how can I leave this person more empowered, even when they don't like it.
Yeah.
And then you practice with kindness and being gentle, and again, this is a little bit difficult to do with just strangers, but with people that are in your orbit, be like, hey, I'm practicing being more direct, but I also just want to be kind about it. But do you mind if I practice this on you, and can you give me some feedback?
Yeah.
Only ask for feedback from people that you actually want feedback from, because believe me, if you say it to everybody will give you feedback, and then you might not be so kind. Leave some comments below. What do you think of this advice? Send us questions, hit subscribe, share a video with a friend.
Thanks for watching. If you'd like to subscribe to my social media, it's right there. And please subscribe to this channel there. If you'd like to see more goofy Reid and Cathy, there's more videos there.
See them. Why are they there?